importantly, kind of how do you prioritize, let's say this does come on board in 24 or you have the opportunity to move in U.S., how do you look at it strategically moving into the U.S. with replicating your model you've done in Canada, and then prioritizing, the opportunity of continued growth in Canada with the opportunity in U.S.? Just kind of give us some thoughts of what you're thinking about that for the future there, Raj. That'd be great.
Hi, Scott, and thank you for your question. So, Scott, look, Canada is the immediate focus, and we have a lot of growth ahead of us, and I don't think U.S. happens tomorrow morning or overnight. But let's just say it was to happen, mid next year sometime. We have built some great relationships in the U.S. We've been cannabis operators, for the last 15 years almost, and we know all of the players, big, medium, and small size operators in the U.S. We've been speaking to multiple operators to execute on an option style agreement, but we've held on to it very responsibly because we didn't want to, issue more equity or raise dilutive capital right now just to put a deposit down on a portfolio of stores. But I can very confidently tell you that we've got more than a couple of operators in our Rolodex that we can execute on and enter the United States and convert all of those existing stores into our winning discount club model. So that will be our approach going into the U.S. We're not going to wait, building stores in the U.S. organically one at a time. We've got a better strategy, and I don't want to, give up a whole bunch of that strategy on this call today, but I can tell you that we remain very, very confident for when the U.S. opportunity arises. U.S. will take priority for us because that is the most exciting market for us. Absolutely. But in the meanwhile, we're going to continue to crush it in Canada and continue to build more momentum in Canada, because the more size and scale we get in this country, the more we're able to, we've tried, tested, and perfected our model here. So now it's plug and play for us in the U.S. We know exactly what to do. We are fighting at half the gross margins here in Canada and winning. Given, once we get that opportunity to plant our flag in the U.S., I think we'll be exceeding expectations. But we'll leave it up to when that actually happens, but we will prioritize U.S. growth over everything when that opportunity arises.
So, as you can see, Raj Grove has a strategy to move into the U.S. And he's in the conference call. He mentioned that they talked to all the operators, and they have at least more than two operators that they can execute on when that opportunity comes. And one company I kind of like, but I don't know if they will acquire them, is Consortium, because if they want to be a U.S. multi-state operator, I feel like the two states that they need to be in, if they want to be like the top 5 multi-state operator, 2 must-have state is Florida and Mexico. Mexico is a must-be-in state, in my opinion, because they have 29 million people, and Florida has 21 million people with a ton of a ton of people vacationing in Florida, going to Florida to have vacations. So there's a lot of money to be made in Florida, and there's a lot of money to be made in Texas. So those are 2 states that must be in. That's why I think Consortium is a good a good buying opportunity if they could get Consortium management to agree to merge with High Tide. Again, this is my opinion. I don't know why this stock hasn't really moved anywhere, but if we look right, this stock started out off like $2, crashed all the way down to 8 cents, 8.5 cents, and then skyrocketed back to $1.21, and then crashed back down to 6.5 cents, and now it's sitting at 9 cents. So I don't know if it'll ever go back to $1 or whatever, but I do think that this is an attractive asset. Stock price I can't control. It's up to rich people and market makers to move it. So maybe it'll go back there one day. Who knows? I'm hoping, as a as I do have a position in Consortium. Meramed is also another company I think, is an attractive acquisition target. I don't think they're going to be able to get the big multi-state operators unless it's like, hey, you want to be acquired by us, like merge into a multi-state operator. But Raj Grove seems very ambitious and he wants to run his business. So I don't think he's going to allow control of his company. I think he wants to be the guy that controls the company and operates it. So he won't allow a big multi-state operators, and it also could be another. It could also be a private company too, right? Some companies are not listed on the U.S. exchanges or on any exchanges, and they're private. So it could be an opportunity for him to acquire a private company. But anyways, that is it for the video. Thanks for watching and have a great day.